Hi Pisces, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of April 24th through the 30th. This is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Pisces Rising signs. Okay, Pisces. At the bottom of the deck, that's interesting. I have the Five of Cups. All right, so I'm definitely seeing some Pisces, definitely a little bit more emotional this week. With the Five of Cups, let's see what's underneath it. With the Five of Cups, of course, this can represent loss and heartache, but also this can be someone who's having regrets. This can be a more pessimistic, doubtful energy. So this can be someone who's focusing on the negative, focusing on what is really taking a long time to manifest, but also focusing on the past, focusing on what you've lost. Now, interesting enough, when I just lifted this up, I do have the Devil here underneath the Five of Cups. So I think that some of you are very pessimistic. You're fearing the worst. You could be obsessing about a particular situation. And for some of you, I'm definitely getting it something to do with the past. But the Devil, you know, the Devil can represent an environment, a situation, a relationship, something that's no longer serving you. So maybe there are some Pisces that you could have just ended a situation, a relationship. Could have been a toxic one. You could have literally just freed yourself from this situation or from this relationship, and maybe you're having some regrets, or you know, emotionally you just might not be in the best place. But you know, if this was a relationship that was toxic, it wasn't going anywhere, you know, this is the best thing for you, because the overall energy is actually justice. So this is things becoming more balanced within your life. This can also be some sort of karmic justice that's coming in for some of you. So with that Five of Cups, you know, if this is you experiencing some, you know, some sort of heartache, or you went through a loss of some kind, if it was due to some sort of unfairness, this could definitely be some sort of karmic justice, or things being made right for all parties, some sort of equality or justice that is coming through. For some other Pisces, this certainly could be a contract. Maybe you're signing a contract. If you have like a legal matter that's been ongoing, this could be that legal decision that's coming to you. For a very, very small number of Pisceans, because we have this Five of Cups here, but then I also have the Moon and the Ten of Wands with justice, I think that for a very, very small number of you, if you had like some sort of legal matter going on, or maybe this is a divorce that is becoming final, you know, it could have been due to some deception. Maybe for a very small number of you, the outcome isn't what you were hoping it was going to be, but you need to remain positive. You need to focus on the future. And I'm definitely getting, for some of you, you need to get centered. For some of you, you're coming through a little bit more emotional this week with the Moon and then the Seven of Cups here. This is a more emotional energy. For some of you, you need to get grounded. Yes, for some of you, you're going to be incredibly intuitive. You also could be having some very, very vivid dreams this week. But for some of you, I think you're not seeing something realistically with the Seven of Cups. You know, this could be someone who's looking at something through rose-colored glasses. So I think that for some of you, you know, you're definitely coming through more emotional. You need to get more grounded, and you need to be realistic when it comes to a particular matter. And again, if something has just ended within your life, you know, maybe it wasn't the most healthy relationship or healthy situation, because we have that Devil energy. This is you actually maybe freeing yourself from something that was no longer serving you, and you are moving towards actually being more balanced. Whatever this is, with the moon energy and the 10 of Wands here, this is like a burdensome, stressful energy. This is something that's been weighing on you. With the moon and the 7 of Cups, this is a lot of confusing energy. So when it comes to a particular matter, there could be a lot of uncertainty around this matter. This could very much be up in the air. With the moon, you know, you just need to take caution with this energy. The moon can bring in a lot of fear-based energy, so worrying unnecessarily, someone who's very, very doubtful, someone who's fearing the worst. For some of you, there's this situation that's going on and there's a lot of uncertainty. The moon represents, you know, things that are hidden. The moon likes to keep things in the dark. So for some of you, you're in the dark. I feel like there's a lot of confusion when it comes to this matter. And I think that you're seeking some sort of clarity or enlightenment when it comes to this. But, you know, 10s represent cycles that are completing. We have the 10 of Wands here. I have the Wheel of Fortune, which is also a 10. And then I have the World here. So this is completing. So no matter how you relate to this, if this is a legal case, a legal matter, a lawsuit, you know, a divorce, a job situation, whatever's been up in the air and confusing and difficult for you, and causing you, honestly, a lot of worry because you haven't dropped this heavy load, because you've been, you know, dealing with this, you know, things are going to be made fair. Things are going to be made right. And this is also a cycle that's completing. With the World here, this is coming full circle. This is you now moving on to that next chapter of your life. And I do always say that with the World, you know, this does require patience. This is you easing out of one chapter, easing into the next chapter of your life. It's not something that happens overnight. I feel like for many of you, this wheel is starting to turn. You're actually moving towards something completing within your life, and you're moving on to that next chapter or that next cycle here. This is a burdensome situation that is coming to an end. You know, you need to listen to your intuition, but also you need to look at things realistically. For some of you, you need to get grounded. We do have the King of Cups underneath the moon here. So for many of you, you know, this is you coming through a little bit more emotional this week. Definitely could be receiving a lot of messages from Spirit, definitely having some very vivid dreams. For some of you, you need to look at some other options. So if this has been a legal case or, you know, something that has a lot of uncertainty around it, you know, for some of you with the 7 of Cups here, what's going to help you is actually looking at some other options here, because you do have other options. This wheel is starting to turn for you, so change is coming in. This is things happening at the precise moment that they're meant to happen. This is also very blessed, fortunate energy. You actually have a lot of very blessed energy with you. And what's interesting is this is all majors here. You have the World, the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant. So we have 4, 5, 6 major arcanas here in this little spread. Justice is going to be served. If you're waiting on a legal decision, that decision is coming. You're moving towards being more balanced. You're moving on, for many of you, you're moving on to the next chapter of your life. This is, you know, a very fertile time for you with the Empress here. Whatever it is that you want, we actually have the moon mirroring the Empress. So this is a ton of creative energy. So whatever it is that you want, you know, go for it. You could be coming up with a lot of just creative ideas, making plans at this time. Whatever it is that you're going to be starting here, Pisces, down the road, you know, this is going to be something that is going to be very rewarding for you with the Empress. If you're a Pisces woman, this certainly is that very fertile energy. So if you've been trying to conceive, definitely give it a go this week. Let me just see what else I'm getting here. If you were lacking financially, this is the wheel turning. Generally speaking, the Empress represents abundance, and you have the Wheel of Fortune here. So your luck's about to improve. For those of you that were dealing with some sort of financial difficulties, this is definitely things balancing out. Your luck is definitely improving here. You certainly could be, for some of you, you know, maybe you're ending a job. You could be leaving a company with the Hierophant in the World here. You could be leaving a company. Maybe you're actually moving towards starting a new job with a new company. And then obviously for some other Pisces, this is something legal with the Hierophant and Justice here. You know, this is change coming in. If you've had a legal case pending, this is that coming to an end. You do have some amazing energy around you to work with. With the Hierophant, you need to keep the faith. You need to remain positive. This can be sometimes a little bit more of a tricky, sometimes more intense energy. So definitely needing to stay grounded this week. For some of you, you need to look at some other options, but you are in this period of, you know, this transitional period where you are moving on. You're moving towards starting, you know, something new here. And you do have some very powerful, very truly blessed energies to work with. This is you being truly blessed here, Pisces. So don't allow this moon energy to affect you in a negative sense. Yeah, so overall, you know, I do see it being a very positive week. There's definitely some change that's coming in for you, Pisces. There could be a Taurus that's quite significant with the Hierophant and the Empress here. There certainly could be a Taurus. There also could be a Libra that's quite significant. And, you know, what I'm getting is for a small number of you, there also could be another water sign person that's quite significant this week. You might have some travel that's coming up, so maybe there are some Pisces that you could be traveling. For some of you, you could be landing a new job and maybe you have to travel for this new job. There also could be a small number of Pisces that maybe you're starting your own business. All right, so two cards here. 3 cards. All right, let's take a look at all of them, Pisces. We have Fiona. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Beautiful. And then we do have Bridget. Very interesting. Caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. So really needing to go within, needing to listen to your intuition. If you're a Pisces that needs to make a decision, there's some sort of enlightenment that is needed here. So Spirit is not cautioning you to not move forward. They're just cautioning you to take a deeper look at something. And then we do have Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication in the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So, you know, the moon can definitely bring in a lot of those fear-based energies. So for those of you that are feeling a little insecure this week, you know, you need to call on Archangel Gabriel for his help and his support. But overall, you know, you are moving towards a lot of change. For some of you, things being made right, things being made fair. For some of you, if you have a legal case pending, this is that decision that's coming through for you. But for some of you, you need to basically go with the flow. You're very much being divinely guided here. Things are happening that are meant to happen. And with the Fiona card, you kind of need to surrender and go with the flow. You need to trust your angels. Okay? All right, Pisces. So I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I do wish you a wonderful week. Take care.